guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jackie Aina. Stop what you're doing first of all and add me on Snapchat, okay? Stop what you're doing and add me on Snapchat, okay? After you do that, let's get into this prom look. Prom. I wanted to start off with golds because I felt like gold is a great neutral color that everyone can benefit from. Can I just say how ironic it is that I'm doing this tutorial for prom this year and I graduated high school exactly 10 years ago this year? If that isn't a slap in the face for reality, I don't know what the hell is. Honestly, sometimes I hate the fact that I'm the oldest of 7 because nobody, I didn't have a glam squad. I had to figure all this out on my own. You know, I was just like the Lone Ranger. I was the guinea pig in the family. That's messed up, you know? Where's my cool big sister who could glam me up and give me all these cool tips? Where the hell was Jaclyn Hill when I was in high school? I would say prom is probably for your age, the biggest day that you'll ever have to look forward to up until graduation, up until obviously your wedding day. But to me, I treat prom the same way I would a wedding. It's a big day, and for a lot of you guys, you may only get one. And this is also probably a day that most of you guys who typically don't wear makeup, this is that one day where you would, go all out, go a little extra. So with that being said, I thought I would give you guys some good tips on how you can make your makeup last longer and just some general ways that you can have the best prom, get the best out of your prom. So my first suggestion I would suggest for those of you guys that maybe don't typically do something like this is I would suggest getting your brows done. I'm not saying that it's something that you have to do, but I do think that generally when it comes to photographs and just the overall ease of putting on makeup, if your brows are properly groomed, if you're used to getting them done, I would say definitely at least schedule an appointment no later than a week before your big day, just to make sure everything's all fresh and cooperating, and you just want everything to run smoothly. It's like the equivalent of getting your hair cut the week before, so just routine things like that just to make sure everything is on point, honey, because I know with my brows, I need to address that situation. Another thing that I would suggest buying and keeping on hand for the day of prom is a good shine control sprays. One that I wanted to suggest because I'm pretty much going to try to keep these products in the drugstore realm. This one is the L'Oreal Infallible Spray. A good smile is just as important, in my opinion, to having beautifully groomed brows on your big day. And I would say get your teeth whitened. If you can afford it, if you can do it, go to Walmart, go to Target, get a Colgate. They have at-home kits now for $15-20 bucks, I want to say. I don't know, I have no clue. But if it's affordable, if it's something that you can do, definitely do it. You will not regret it. Your teeth are just going to look so beautiful in pictures, and every $1 million smile is just going to be the perfect complement to a beautiful gown and a lovely date. Now, one tip that I do want to add, if you can't afford teeth whitening, one inexpensive alternative is actually using baking soda. I would start probably doing this maybe a month before prom. Every other day, not every day, maybe even 3 times a week, just sprinkle a little baking soda on your toothpaste when you brush your teeth in the morning, and I guarantee you will see a difference, okay? Guarantee you. Since we also mentioned shine control earlier, I would also suggest getting blot papers, or even one of my favorites in particular is the Face Defender from Mally Beauty. This one is a little expensive, but I know that Clean and Clear has blotting wipes. I want to say they go in the $7-8 range. And that is what's going to help. Always want to blot and remove shine right before a photograph if you can, at least before your professional photos. I'm sure they're probably gonna have a photo booth at the venue, but always want to blot before. You may think you look good, but flash is not all that forgiving. So it doesn't hurt to just take a little strip and blot in the any part of the face that points out. That is going to reflect the most shine. So just hit a little blot powder real quick. Keep it on hand. You're going to be dancing. You're going to be smiling. There's going to be hot lights, you're going to sweat. That's going to keep your makeup looking fresh all throughout the night. If you do have a date and you and your date are going to be doing some lip locking, may I suggest long wearing lip cream or lipstick. Gloss is nice on prom day, it photographs well, but I would say stick with more matte, even though I'm not wearing a matte lip color for this tutorial. Now girls, this next tip is going to take some practice, but if you can do lashes, definitely do lashes. They're going to make your eyes look so much bigger, so much brighter. I even had to bust out my lashes for this look just so that I can show you what the difference you're going to see in a picture. Now this next tip is a big one, and many of you guys may not know, this is the same tip I like to give brides, and that is do not, whatever you do, try any new skincare products the week before prom. No facials, no acne, nothing, okay, nothing new. whatever you're used to using to treat at, like let's say you get a breakout, if it's something that you're used to using, please, you never know how your body can react to things. If you get a pimple or two, it's not hurting anybody. You know, just let him be. I got this bad boy making a guest appearance he is with us this week. We're just gonna embrace him as one of our own. And I advise you to just not get too overly obsessed with trying to fix. Just don't try hard to just strive for perfection, you know. Let it flow, okay? Because I guarantee you, anything that can go wrong will go wrong, and I've just seen some crazy stuff. You never know how your body's gonna react, so just to be on the safe side, stay away from any new skincare treatments or do all that stuff the week before, okay? Try to get that out of your system. I would suggest doing a trial run of your makeup maybe the night before or a couple days before the big day, because that way you can kind of get a run through of, okay, I like how this looks, I don't like how this looks, this is how it looks with the dress, you know, so nothing is a surprise the day of. Enjoy the look, you guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already and give this video a thumbs up, and let's get started. All right, guys, so I don't take prom very lightly, so let's get into this full-on glam session. I'm gonna start off with foundation. Today I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless. You guys know how much my love runs deep in this foundation. Beautiful coverage, it helps control shine, and so I'm just buffing that out with my brush and then making sure I blend that along the hairline with my Beauty Blender sponge. Then I did some concealing, staying in the Maybelline family with the Fit Me Concealer. Now it looks like I'm applying a lot more than I actually am. This concealer is a little watery, so please be careful. Make sure you blend it, or I would say build it up to the coverage that you want, because otherwise it spreads really thin and it just gets really hard to control after a while. So I'm blending that out with my Beauty Blender sponge and just making sure that I get full coverage. And you can never blend too much, honey. Just keep going, keep on going, all right? And I also highlight in the center parts of my face. Then I buff it out with the brush to make sure it all kind of just molds nicely together. We need to set it, okay? Always set concealer with powder. This is my Sasha powder. It's beautiful, it's golden, photographs amazing, helps control shine, hitting the under eye area, and then I also sculpt out my cheekbones. Then I hit the center of my face and I brush off all of the excess. You always wanna make sure you do this so you don't get that white cast in pictures. Then I'm gonna powder the skin. Again, lots of powders. The L'Oreal True Match works great, beautiful shade, control shine. We're all about shine. We wanna take beautiful pictures for prom. So just make sure that you make that skin nice and matte. Then I'm gonna bronze my skin with my CoverGirl Queen Collection bronzer. This is just to add some warmth around the perimeter of the face. Pretty simple, standard. Then I'm gonna use this blush. This one is SheaMoisture. I don't remember the name, but I will definitely list all products in the info box. Of course, typical YouTube name dropping. Then I'm gonna highlight. This is the, what is this called? This is Afterglow from Makeupgeek. Beautiful. Then I'm gonna NYX Proof It my brows. This is kind of like a brow primer. Makes the brows last longer. And then I fill them in with my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. You can use whatever. This is probably one of my one splurge items. I tried to keep this as drugstore as possible, but that's impossible for me. So please just, you know, use what works for you. I just am really particular with that product. Then I'm gonna take a gold shadow base. This one is from Milani. They're shadow eyes. I love these. These can even be worn on their own if you are that eyeshadow challenged, you guys. I just put that on my lids, spread it out with my finger. Then I took the soft brown shadow from my Sonia Kashuk Neutrals palette, and I blended this eyeshadow in my crease forever, or what seemed like forever. Like I really blended this out, made sure it was nice and soft, and this is just beautiful, beautiful already. Like look at this already, so pretty. Blending that out, and then I lined my lash line with a black pencil from Milani because we are going to be wearing lashes later. You want to hide that lash band as much as possible. Be sure to get in the inner corners and then blend it out with a small little smudger brush so it doesn't look harsh. Then I'm gonna take this pigment from Makeupgeek. It's super pretty and golden, and I pop that onto my eyelid, and I also kind of just very gently started to work that on the inner corners of my eyes, not too much though. Then I took another pigment from Makeupgeek and I'm applying that along my bottom lash line, and I also pop that on the inner corners of my eyes. It's a really nice mauve color. Now I'm gonna put on a light layer of mascara because we are adding lashes. I used Ardell Wispies for today's look. It's just a classic staple look that everyone looks good in. And I just threw those on for kicks. And I set my makeup. I don't know why I like doing this before I do my lips, but I'm using my L'Oreal Infallible Spray while I get crunk. Don't mind me. We gotta get, you know, you gotta be in a good mood for prom, okay? So the last and final step is those lips, honey. I lined them with a soft brown liner. This is my usual favorite from ColourPop. And then I went in with cinnamon lipstick from Maybelline. Beautiful peach lipstick color. And that is the completed look, ladies. I really hope that you have an amazing prom. I have more looks in store. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at the next video. Bye! Practicing my prom queen acceptance wave. Thank you. You're my least favorite teacher. I flunked your class, but thank you for having me. Yes, you voted for me. I can't stand you. Thank you though. Oh my god. Is this really happening? Does this dress make my butt look big? Good. I was hoping it did.